morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mount Tammany Ridge. As you can see, well, as you can hear, it's hustling and bustling here again. However, today, on top of some odds and ends things that was going on, you can hear the weed whacker running. My father's in the cover building over here in the corner of the picture. He's taking apart a fuel transfer pump that died on us, so we gotta take that back to the store and figure out what's going on with that. We got one of our boarders here. She's bringing her horse over to the round pen that we built for her so she can exercise her horse before she goes out for a little trail ride. So you also see here, I got my burn barrel set up. Finally got some flames roaring in there. I'm going to keep feeding this thing some of the scrap piles so I can keep the wood yard from, well, looking like a huge mess. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Yeah, it took me a few minutes to get this thing up and running. There's a little bit of stuff from what was left in the barrel. I don't really know what it was. I was reading the label. It didn't say it was combustible by flame. So maybe under pressure it might be combustible, but to an open flame it stated that there was no risk of a flame out. So yep, so I'm gonna keep feeding this thing for a little bit. A little bit later in the video we will be doing some more firewood and some more firewood, and I'm going to well, you'll see when I get to it. All right, hey everybody. So I'm back here at the wood yard. I had to leave for a few minutes, aka an hour or so. um, get a couple other things done. I ended up splitting up at this point two-phase cords. Got them all organized and up on the upper part of the property where they can season for a little while longer. And what I'm going to end up doing is pulling some more off this maple stack. Today I actually kind of went for the ash. Really was interested to see how that 8-way splitter wedge was going to work. And kind of a mixed review, which is, I mean, I actually anticipated that to be the case. With real knotty stuff or stuff that's got a real heavy twist when it was growing, things like that, it's not so great. At least for this tonnage splitter. The bigger splitters, it might just send it right through and no problem. But the machine is on loan, but I'm also, while it's here, trying to get ahead of the game a little bit, right? So instead of struggling with punching pieces through with another small piece to open up the wedge again, I just flipped it back to the 4-way and we just motivated right through it. At this point, my experience with the 8-way, for me personally, I don't think it would really work, considering I do a lot of tree service wood, and there's just all kinds of knots and leaders and things like that. So the 4-way at this point is definitely my favorite for sure, because it's actually a combination wedge. It's not just a 4-way. When you drop it all the way down to the bottom, it's also a single wedge. So that is really nice. So at this point, that's definitely my favorite wedge. Now, if I had the 6-way, I might have a much better experience with that. I personally have not run a 6-way yet. Maybe one of these days down the road, it's possible, but we'll have to just see how everything works out in that department. But so the rest of this evening, for this video, I'm basically just going to be pulling off of this pile. I want to buck up a bunch of log rounds and get them stacked here. That way, when it's nice and cool tomorrow morning, I can come down here, fire up the splitter, drive all my neighbors nuts. I love to do that. And we're gonna get this thing fired up and just run that stuff through and see how far we can get. I would like to get a cord put through for tomorrow morning, but we'll have to see how much bucking up I really feel like doing. It's been a bit breezy here, so when I'm running the saw, even though I'm wearing the chaps, the wind blows it and it goes right in the back side of the legs and gets all down in my boots, and that's the name of the game with firewood. But it doesn't really make for a comfortable day of sweating. So I'm already kind of uncomfortable because of the earlier part of the video. So but that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this chainsaw fired back up. We're going to pull some of them logs out. I'm going to buck them up. I'm going to see if I can get, maybe 2 or 3 rows about waist height or so stacked up here for tomorrow morning. I almost forgot. In my hand, a couple friends, YouTube friends, that I got to finally meet for the first time up in Boonville. Jake and Chris from Dude Ranch DIY out there in Connecticut. I didn't get to talk to them as much as I'd like to. There was just kind of like, people coming from all sides, other YouTubers, their subscribers, things like that. So, it was kind of one of those things where, they had to allocate, increments of time to spend with everybody, and I completely understand that. And that was basically the same way whenever I got to introduce myself and chat a little bit with all the other YouTubers I had gone there to meet and enjoy the event with. So, Chris, Jake and Chris, I really appreciate you guys hooking me up with a couple stickers. I'm hoping this one's going to work out. I have a little black panel here on the excavator. I think that's where I'm going to put it. Hopefully my little bit of on the panel is enough to get this to stick, but fortunately I have another one. If this does stick, I'm going to put another one on my other machine, so that'll work out great. So I'm going to bring you guys along here. I'm going to show you where you guys are located on the machine. All right, let's see where. I think because it's a smaller diameter sticker. I apologize for the wind. I hope it's not making it difficult for you guys to hear me. It's a smaller diameter sticker. I think I'm going to bring it up here to the right corner. Looks like that's going to work out just fine. Grab these paper backings before they blow away. Throw them in the burn barrel. That thing's still cranking right now. So that's my my first YouTuber sticker that I've actually had a chance to put on the machine. A buddy of mine, Brent, from around the yard, he sent me a sticker a long time ago, and I've been waiting for the right time to put one of his stickers on one of my machines. And I had one of them with me, and it seems to have blown away. So at least you sent me two, Brent. I apologize. Basically, you know, I was going to make this video not just about the brute force semi-pro working in action, but I was hoping to have had both these stickers. So I guess tomorrow I'll bring you guys with me down here, and Brent, you will be the next sticker going on the machine. So hopefully you come across this video tonight, and you'll be able to see it, you know, get posted probably sometime tomorrow night. think 3 rows possibly, and waist height probably a little more ambitious than I actually feel. So we got like 2 rows. Let's see, 2 rows looks like it's about 6 feet, and I'd say these rounds are 28-ish inches. Where's the tape measure? Get this camera turned around here for a sec. All right, so this is somewhere around the middle. Yeah, so we're about 26 inches. I think the biggest part, yeah, it was about, yeah, I'd say 26 and a half, 27. So, and then the others out here, they're yeah, about 21 and a half. And I'd say that's probably pretty consistent. So there was a little bit of that video that we lost. It is now the next morning. So I don't know if it was full storage or if I just thought I hit the record button enough for it to activate, but nevertheless, here we are. It is now the next morning. All the firewood that you've just previously watched me split and throw in those bags is indeed from this morning. Those are those big monstrous rounds that I had bucked up yesterday afternoon. And yeah, so it turns out I got two cords, my bad. It's actually 2 face cords out of that. So I kind of feel like my estimate was pretty accurate. This last one here is really heaped up at the top quite well. The last 2 I kind of left a little short, so there's actually one big round here from where the tree splits off into 2 leaders. It's actually under dimension and length. I think it's probably about 12 to 13 inches, cut. So, but it's like I said, like a leader deal. But if I chop that up in the machine here tomorrow or something, I could probably just throw that in the bucket of the tractor and bring it up there and just kind of share it between the other 2 totes up there. But yeah, that's 2 face cords out of just those 2 big logs. So that's pretty awesome. That's I mean, not that I like handling big log rounds. I would prefer that everything was perfect, right? But we all know that that's just not the case. So I take what I can get at the time. I don't have a habit of accepting, anything. But if I look at it and I say, all right, there's a cutoff point, right, with those big huge logs. So as long as I don't get up over my head, and I'll be all right. So yeah. Now yesterday in the video, I gave a shout out to Dude Ranch DIY over there in Connecticut, and Jake and Chris, they got their sticker put on the excavator. However, I had intended to also give around the yard Brent a shout out as well, but his sticker is just MIA. I don't know where it went to. Knowing my luck, I'll probably find it in the washing machine. It was in my pocket the whole time. I just didn't find it. So but I'm prepared this time. I made sure that I didn't lose track of it. So we're gonna go over to the excavator. Brent's gonna stake his claim on my machine, and I'll bring you over there. All right, take, I don't know, 10. But as you can see, I'm having plenty of camera problems. I don't know what the deal is, but I push record, and I don't know if it's cutting off partially through the video, or maybe it responds, and then I have no idea. But we're gonna try this again. So Brent, as you can see, you've staked your claim on my machine. And yeah, I just went through the whole rigmarole and talking, and all of a sudden the thing went from recording and just cut off on me again. Anyway, so before I get too long-winded, Brent, thank you very much for sending me the stickers and the nice letter that you and your family had sent us a while back now. And finally we have time to to get your sticker, and also Jake and Chris's sticker posted here on the machine. So before this thing cuts out on me again, thanks for hanging out with me here at Mount Tammany Ridge down at the Woodyard. If you could, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll see you guys soon.